The purpose of this video is just to give you a quick overview of digital badges for the computing curriculum and how they can be issued. Inside this badge assessment folder that I've shared you all into, you'll find an assessment framework for our computing curriculum. Our digital badge system is based on this assessment framework, which shows increasing complexity with statements starting from Key Stage 1 right the way through to Key Stage 3. As students earn their digital badges, they'll be demonstrating their knowledge, skills and understanding for the different units of the computing curriculum. Also, in the badge assessments folder, we have another important document called badge information. Here you'll find all the information about digital badges that students can earn. This information should be shared with the students. It's written in child-friendly language and explains what they must be able to do in order to earn a particular badge. Badges can be earned across the three themes of the computing curriculum: computer science, digital literacy, and information technology. There are different sets of badges for the three key stages. We've got Key Stage 1, Key Stage 2, and Key Stage 3. The badge is awarded for each curriculum theme: computer science, digital literacy, and information technology, corresponds to the grade that the student gets. Now, there are three easy steps to issuing students with digital badges. Using Google Classroom, you'll need to provide your students with copies of this blank student badge template. Students should then embed this spreadsheet into their digital portfolio. Later on, when you send a student a badge code, the student types this code into the column here. So let's imagine that you've sent a student 3 badge codes and the student types those in now. What the student will see is on this tab here, Display Badges, those badge images will become visible. And also, since this student badge template is also embedded into the student's digital portfolio, it will become visible there too. So I've got an example here of a digital portfolio, and if we go to my badge list here, we can see those digital badges are on display. Now also, as the student earns more badge codes, they can at any time just go to open Google Spreadsheet, and here what they'll do is they'll just type in those additional codes as and when they earn them. And at any time as well, they can always go back to the badge information, another tab on this student badge list, to find out the learning outcomes and read up on the learning outcomes of what they need to do to earn a particular digital badge. For the younger students in Key Stage 1 and the children in lower Key Stage 2, you can provide them with physical laminated copies of the badges or have badges printed in the school reports. In order to provide the students with badge codes, you will need to fill out the class's badge assessment document. We're going to look at 5th grade's badge assessment document as an example. On the first tab, you see Curriculum Expectations. Here you're presented with expected learning outcome statements, which are spread across the 3 curriculum theme areas: computer science, digital literacy, and information technology. And they're divided into 3 groups: beginning, developing, and mastering. You'll need to refer to these expected learning outcome statements as you're making your assessments for students' work. On the Assessment Sheet tab, the students' work should be evidenced by links to the digital portfolios that the students have created, and you'll put these links in this column here. You'll then be ready to make your assessments, and your assessments will go basically in these three main big columns. As I mentioned earlier, you've got the computer science, digital literacy, and information technology. And these cells are all color coded, and the color coding corresponds to our curriculum expectations, which are the beginning, developing, and mastering. So when you're ready to give your student a grade, all you do is you put an X in the appropriate cell. And that will populate here in the column at the end of each major theme column. So I'm just going to put in random X's here just to show us an example. What you'll then see once you've populated all those cells with student grades is a list of badge images, mini badge images. Now, some of these badge images say no badge yet, others give you an idea of the badge level that the student has attained. Now, on the comments and badge display tab, you also see these badge images. What you're also able to do on this page, you have a comments column, and on here you can write any relevant comments or observations about the student's progress. While we're on this comments and badge display tab, what you can see is this column here, which shows you the total score. That gives the students an average score over the three computing curriculum theme areas: computer science, digital literacy, and information technology. And also, very important, on the right here is the digital codes for the badges. So if a student does not have a badge, no badge yet here, they don't get a code. If they get a badge, these cells automatically populate with the badge codes. Once the student has those badge codes, what you can do to send it to them is just highlight the badge codes, copy them, and paste them in a ready-made template email. So I've got one that I've made from canned responses in Gmail, and there we go. We've got those codes in there, and that email will be ready to send to the student. If for some reason you need to change the badges, or at least the grade thresholds in which the badges are earned, what you can do is go to this Edit Badges tab, and in here you can change the school in which students get awarded a badge, and also you can change the badge images by changing this link here. What we have then, in summary, is a uniform assessment tool for use across Key Stage 1, Key Stage 2 and Key Stage 3 computing curriculum. This assessment tool is fully integrated within our Google ecosystem and is linked to our digital badges. The intention here is to provide students with a very clear and motivating feedback on what they need to do to move forward with their learning. Please let me know if you have any questions about this assessment model, and I'll be happy to help. Thank you for listening.